What's going on, Internet land? My name is Johnny, if you don't know me. And before I talk a little bit about my dear friend Tony Horton and Peanut X, what's wrong with you? Before I talk a little bit about my dear friend Tony Horton and Peanut X, I guess I'll give you a quick story. Right now we're in August. Right now we're in August. Back August of last year, I was like sort of like scratching my head, going like, yeah, you know what? I don't think some miraculous event is ever going to take place in order for me to start exercising physically on a regular basis, on a daily basis. Because you see, this is a story that was sort of like running my life, for probably for like the past decade, as far as I'm concerned. Well, for sure, the story going on in my head since way before February 1st, 2022. Was like, oh no, you know, well, once I reach my goals, once I'm hitting my targets, once I'm already there, then I'm gonna start working out on a daily basis, on a regular basis. Um, and I'm committed. Like, I'm gonna eat right. I'm gonna take care of myself, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this thing right. And that was the story that was sort of like running my life for probably the past decade. The story was like, oh, now what's I still have a six pack from when I was in college. Like I'm good. Like once I reach my goals, then I'm gonna start exercising physically, and I'm committed. I'm committed. Like I'm committed. And which is. So back, I dropped out of high school my sophomore year. Yeah, I got a GD. I went back to college, passed a few classes, went straight to university. Anyways, I ended up dropping out of college when I was like 20 years old, 21. And I didn't have a six pack then. I probably had a six pack of booze. So back last August, I was like, hey, hold on, wait a second there. It got to the point where I was just like sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like, enough was enough. I don't know if you've ever gotten to that point. So back last August, I was like, oh, like hell no. I'm just gonna start exercising physically, because there's no way, it's right. Like everything was just totally messed up. And I was like, there's just no way this can continue going on. So I started off with 1,000 push-ups in the morning. 1,000 push-ups, and then it sort of evolved to 1,000 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, and then like 100 curls or so. And then I was like, nah, well, you know what? If I want to get any results, first I have to get in some cardio and stuff. So, so I decided to start walking a mile every day, and I did that for quite some time. I remember, and why walk a mile? Well, to get my body moving again, and to get like fresh air in my lungs and stuff. And it seemed to be working quite well. Like I remember doing that even on Thanksgiving. And it seemed to be going quite well, and I was doing that until I got a letter in the mail. The letter was for jury duty, and this was right around Christmas time, and I was like, oh no, at the time, we had an Apple emergency. It was an Apple emergency. Mm. So instead of going to instead of going to jury duty, I made an appointment that day at the mall at the Genius Bar at the Apple Store, so that they could take a look at my iPad. What was wrong with that? That's a really great question. I don't know if this has ever happened to you before, although it has happened to me. Like when you let your phone die too many times, all of a sudden the phone commits suicide. Mm. Well, what I mean by that is, like, the charger doesn't bring your phone back to life. And instead, you have to use a more powerful charger for like your MacBook to power your phone back on. Mm. Well, I knew about that, and for that very reason, I would never let the iPad die, ever. It died on me once. Although suddenly, like kind of random, it just started happening, and I was like, well, I don't know. My birthday's on Christmas Eve. Mm. So I didn't go to jury duty. I went to the Apple store so that they could take a look at my iPad. And they did a really great job because now I have a genius iPad. Anyway, so long story short, here's the point. My birthday's on Christmas Eve. And on my birthday... Anyways, well, on my birthday, I made a decision. I was like, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna start exercising physically on a regular basis, on a daily basis. I'm gonna start taking care of myself, and I'm gonna start like watching out for myself and stuff. And you know, it's already been. Okay. 200, 205, 206. 206 days of the P90X challenge. Like every single day, like no matter what, no matter what. And I guess to get to the point, we've all heard of the book Think and Grow Rich, yes? By Napoleon. That book has created more millionaires and billionaires than any other book of its kind. Napoleon also wrote some other books, like Outwitting the Doubt, The Secrets to Freedom and Success. And he also wrote another book, it's called The Law of Success. And also by Napoleon. And there's also another book out there by Wallace Wattles. And it's called The Science of Getting Rich. And what very, very few people are aware of, in that philosophy, because there is a science of getting rich, it's like mathematics. The big secret in that philosophy and the science of getting rich is that you have to exercise physically on a daily basis. That you have to take care of yourself on a regular basis. Like you have to eat right, and you have to take vitamins and stuff, and you know, I'll say this. All the professional basketball players in the NBA, the only way it's even possible for them to be highly paid professional athletes is with Think and Grow Rich. All the professional football players in the NFL, the only way it's even possible for them to be highly paid professional athletes in the NFL is with Think and Grow Rich. All the professional baseball players in the MLB, the only way it's even possible for them to be highly paid professional athletes in Major League Baseball is with Think and Grow Rich. Even the president of your country, the president of the United States, the only way it's even possible for the president to be the president of the United States is with Think and Grow Rich. And, you know, there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there. A lot of them. This is a story that has probably been running their life for years. And that story is like, oh no, once I'm already there, like once I reach my goals, like once I have the money, then I'm gonna start exercising physically on a regular basis, and I'm committed. Like I'm committed. I'm gonna take care of myself, and I'm gonna do it right. Ha 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 ha. When in reality, no dramatic event is ever ever going to take place ever. Like the law of attraction is that right? Partially true. um, but no miraculous event is ever going to take place ever. I promise. You're better off going on an Easter egg hunt. I can promise you that too. Many times, many times, I'm sure. It's hidden in plain sight, and I can promise you that too. No miraculous event is ever going to ever take place ever in order for you to make a decision.